welcome back. This is Denise, and today I want to do some abstracts with some acrylic inks. And what I've done is I've gone ahead and pulled out some Bauhong paper, and I just cut it in half. The 12.2 inch by 8.3 inch paper. And I went ahead and just cut it in half. So I'm going to go ahead and tape it down and give us an edge. That way I don't have to cut it when I'm done. Just in case the ink, you know, have a tendency to smear stuff. And I'm thinking in my mind, what if? Don't you love when you have that, what if I did this thought as I go crooked? I like the Bauhong paper because it's 100% cotton, which is my preferred, it's what I prefer to work on. And it works good with the tape. So many people say, how is that not tearing your paper? But this is paper that doesn't tear the tape magically. Okay, I got some water here. It's a tiny bit dirty with a little tiny bit of watercolor in it. But I think what I'm going to do is work with acrylic inks today. I forget I have them a lot of times because they live in the closet, and I have moved the inks under my desk. I've set them on top of something under my desk. And I thought, what if we put a bunch of water on the paper, maybe some stripes and curves and whatever, and we drop ink in it and we let that dry and then we mark make. What if we do that? And so I pulled out Daler Rowney FW Sepia, Payne's Gray, because I couldn't find my indigo. Indigo may be up here on my shelf. I was thinking indigo, but I can't find it right now. Can't. How country did that sound? And then turquoise. So what do you think of that? Let's just give it a go. Let me get them all open. So I shook them, and then you want to squeeze out whatever's in that top. And that might, you know what, that might be the I think on my Payne's Gray I might need a dauber. That might be the one where my dauber's broken. So I got a pipette just in case, just in case. So I'm kind of thinking maybe we'll do like some ribbons of color or something, and then drip stuff in that. And I might need to go ahead and be dripping as I'm going, because we don't want the water to get too dry as we go. Whoa! A lot of water bottles there. Water. A lot of water bubbles in that. But yeah, let's get a great big swash of color and just dip things in. That's definitely the dauber that's broken. Let's get some in the pipette. Well, I felt like some was getting in the pipette, but it is not cooperating with me today. I had another Payne's Gray. Let's get the backup Payne's Gray. This one is either, I don't know, it's not cooperating. Let me grab the backup Payne's Gray. Alright, somebody just made a gigantic mess. I'm not naming any names here, but when I opened that extra ink, I might have thrown it down accidentally or knocked it over with my hand, which I'm good at. I'm clumsy. And then we may have stuck our finger in it, so we've got acrylic ink all under our finger and our nails. So now we're just gonna have dirty fingers till it decides to wear off. And I was thinking it's the FW Daler Rowney Payne's Gray again. I guess I just had a backup one, and I'm kind of thinking, because of the way that laid out, that maybe I'll come back in here and drip some more water so that I don't have stripes. And luckily I made all that mess and did all that before that even dried, so how talented am I? And then some of this color is so thick that I think I need to add some water to it and talk it into moving around. And yes, I know I just did that, so let's just go ahead and throw some water up this away and drop some ink in it. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Let's just drop some of this turquoise around here because I was already kind of feeling turquoise. And then we need another stripe in here. And it's kind of fun that the water's so dirty. I can see exactly where the stripes are going. Now I almost want these to kind of touch, maybe. So, because I don't want it to just be big stripes. So I'm kind of thinking like, how can we, you know, merge some of this now? I need to go get some clean water now that I have totally messed up both my waters here. Okay, so far I'm liking where we're going here. Now I'm just kind of mixing them together to be some kind of interesting abstract somehow. And then we'll see when it dries, what did we get? It's kind of the goal here, like how could we have made this interesting? What can we get? Here's how we got there kind of thing. Oh yeah, this is kind of cool the way it's working out now. Ooh, look at that. Okay, I kind of feel like maybe I need some darkness, the brown kind of up here. Can I get a little bit and it not be like too much? I don't know. Maybe we just need to add some water to it to prompt it into doing something fancy for us. See, I feel like that was so dark there that we need to offset it. Yes, yes, yes. I like that. I don't know what this is doing right here, but man, it's starting to look super cool right there. Okay, I feel like I need to take a tissue and any of the ink I've got that's pulling up on the tape and on the edges, maybe soak some of that up, soak some of that water up, or that's never going to dry. And the longer it sits there, the more chance we have of it soaking up under our tape. So I'm going to pull some of that out. I could have done it with a towel, but tissue seemed more appropriate. I'm almost wanting to pick up some of this super darkness right here, so let's just do it. Oh yeah. Okay, so there we go. Now I want to, because I did that, I do want to add a little bit of water, soften that out and let it kind of do its thing. Okay, super cool. All right, that's turning out pretty cool. I think now that I'm looking at it, let's see if we can pull those turquoise out of being just a big circle. Oh yeah, I like that better. That way it's not just like a circle that we dropped and then it stayed. Okay, that's pretty cool. I feel like we could drop like a brown over here, maybe tap it in. That just totally turned into like, I don't know, some kind of mud version of mud, the version of mud that we might get with an ink maybe. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, so that made a cool line actually. Maybe we'll come in here with a couple lines. How about that? Just to see what that would do. It's kind of about experimenting at this point. And what if we took our ice pick clay tool thing and maybe just did some lines, like some mark making? It'll kind of dig into the paper a tiny bit, even though I'm doing it very softly. It'll just give us some texture in there, because I love some texture. Alright, and then we kind of need to let that dry, and then we will come back and do some mark making on top of it, and I feel like I'm there. So let's let this do some drying, and I'll be back. This will probably take longer to dry than watercolor, and I don't want to necessarily speed it up with my heat gun because I want to give it time. If the inks have any more tricks to do, I want them to have time to do those tricks. And if you dry it too fast, they might not have that time. So I'm gonna go and occupy myself for a moment, and then I might hit it with the heat gun after it's had time to kind of do what it wants to do. So we will be back in a minute. And just throwing this out there, we could try something fun like corrugated cardboard, bubble wrap, shelf liner. We could try some of those fun tricks on this also if you wanted to see. Would this give us any fun mark making? We could give that a try. But then you'd really have to let that sit there for a bit. And hope I'm not on any. We'll hope that's in a good spot. Just to see, like, what could I get? Let's just do a tiny bit right over here. How about that? Okay, just fun experiments, just testing out the waters here. Definitely close your inks back up before you spill them everywhere like I have done. And I will see you in a moment. Alright, these are about, I'd say 80% dry, but it's acrylic paint and not watercolor, and I don't want to... We got a few, not too many. Alright, so I got a couple textures in there. That must have been dipped down because it was wet paper to not give me more texture. Oh yeah, see, perfect. Shelf liner wins every time. Every time, people, every time. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. It was about 80% dry and a little bit of warpage because there was so much water. I'm going to go ahead and dry it the rest of the way so I can continue on painting. Alright, we're mostly dry. I don't know why that corner doesn't want to dry, but it does not want to dry. Look how cool these colors are here. So I'm kind of feeling like you go lots of directions here. You could do some stencil work on top of it. That would be fun. You could do some mark making on top of it, and that would be fun. You could keep them kind of organic, and that could be the abstract part of this. And I'm kind of feeling like I want to do some mark making maybe on this. That is the abstract part of it, but I want to have maybe some graphite marks in there, just something that really you see as you get closer to it, and maybe it's not, you know, super obvious, and at the same time, you know, maybe you get to a point where it kind of is and you've got some good line work in there. So feeling like this one could do fun just line work, and then I feel like I'm kind of there with that. Like, it just needed that tiny bit of extra, and I feel like I'm there. This one, same thing. We could just do some fun line work in here and just give it that tiny bit of extra momentum that it needs. I'm kind of feeling that. Oh yes, 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 I did. Oh yes. So sometimes, you know, that's all a piece needs, is a little extra fun, random, you know, like, what is that kind of feel in there? And, you know, kind of shine off of the light possibly. That could have been too much. I should have probably left that one set of marks off, but it's not like it's like dramatic, so it's not a big deal. And I feel like, are we there? These are kind of just fun, abstract, different. Do I need any mark making in addition to that? I mean, we could put some dots, we could put some big large splotches, we could do some stenciling, but I feel like I'm there, and this one could be my favorite. Like, I would frame that just like that. Let's peel the tape and see what we even got. And that's another thing too, putting heat to a piece like this that you don't want to do. I don't know why this does not want to dry in the corner, but I'm going to do this before I peel the tape. I'm going to take a tissue and we'll just put a texture in there. We'll put a big dot in there. Okay. Not quite sure that's what I wanted, but that's what we got. Anyway, let's go ahead. If you put heat to something that's still liquidy, with the tape on there, you could run that liquid under the tape because that'll release the tape. So that's why I kind of don't like to dry it immediately. I don't want to have the tape pulling up and that liquid doing funky stuff under the tape. I want to be able to peel it and have a frame. Look at those. Oh my goodness. So cool. This one's definitely my fave. Like, I would totally sign this one and frame it. I love beautiful abstract, a little bit of texture. Could have put some gold in there, you know, so this might be an instance where maybe I go back and add a little bit of gold, or maybe a little swash of some kind of metallic. That might be fun, but I love it just like it is. This one's gorgeous. This made the whole day worth painting. This one, super cool, nice as a companion. Maybe not my favorite today, but still, I do love it. And we could do all kinds of stuff with that, but this one's definitely my fave. Alright, hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. Doing a little switch up with some acrylic inks today. That was Sepia, Payne's Gray, and Turquoise by Daler Rowney. And I'll see you guys next time.